My name is Kyle. I was 13 when this happened. It was during spring break. My parents had to drive upstate for 2 nights to help my uncle with some emergency plumbing. They offered to bring me, but I said no. I liked being home alone. We live on the edge of a small town in Oregon. Not quite forest, but there are enough trees that most of the backyards blur into the woods. Our street is quiet, no sidewalks. You could walk for 10 minutes and hear nothing but birds and maybe the wind. At night, it gets dark enough that the stars feel closer. The first night was easy. I made mac and cheese, watched YouTube for hours, and fell asleep on the couch with the TV still on. It felt like a mini vacation. The second night, around 10:15, I was watching some dumb try not to laugh video when I heard it. 2 soft knocks on the front door. I muted the video and sat up. Then came a voice. A girl. "Hello, I'm lost. Can someone help me?" I tensed. Not because she sounded scary, but because she didn't sound scared. I walked slowly to the door and looked through the peephole. There was a girl standing there, maybe 15 or 16, hoodie jeans, backpack over one shoulder. Her arms were crossed like she was cold. Her eyes were glossy, but not from crying. It looked practiced. She wasn't looking at the door. She was staring slightly to the right, like she was watching something, or waiting. I kept the chain lock on and said, "Do you need me to call someone?" She stepped closer, way too close. Her face filled the peephole. "No, I just need to borrow a phone. Just a second, please." Her tone was blank. No fear, no urgency. Like she'd rehearsed the line. I noticed something else. Above our porch is a solar-powered motion light my dad installed. Its sensitive turns on if a raccoon so much as sneezes under it. It hadn't turned on. She'd been standing there for minutes. It should have. "Sorry," I said. "I can't help you." She didn't leave. She pressed her face even closer. Her voice dropped a little. "Please, just step outside for a second. It's cold. I swear I won't even come in." I stayed silent. She paused. Then her tone changed, a little harder. "I saw you walk home today. You look normal, not scared. Are you scared now?" She tilted her head slightly, like she was daring me. "You're the only one still awake." That line hit wrong, like she knew something she shouldn't. I backed away and grabbed my phone. I called 911. The dispatcher was calm, almost too calm. When I gave my address, she paused. "You're not the first call tonight," she said. That chilled me more than the girl. "Stay on the line. An officer's on the way." I looked through the peephole again. She was now sitting on the porch step, rocking slightly. But her eyes weren't on the street. They were locked on the hallway window behind me. I froze, then ducked out of view. My legs felt like rubber. I checked the back door. Locked. Checked every window in the living room. All locked. But the hallway curtain, it was moving. Not a lot, just enough to notice. Like someone had brushed past it. But the windows were shut. No wind. "Where is the officer?" I asked. 2 minutes out. Don't engage. Keep distance." I peeked one more time. She was gone. No footsteps, no crunching leaves, no movement. Just gone. 2 minutes later, the officer knocked. He was alone. I opened the door with the chain still on. Asked if he saw her. He said no. But someone had left something. A folded note. Inside an evidence bag was a photo. Of me. Walking home from school. Taken from across the street. The photo was recent. I remembered that day. I was wearing my blue hoodie, backpack strap twisted over my shoulder. I'd stopped at the gas station for candy, but I never saw anyone with a camera. The officer took the note, made some calls, then left. I didn't sleep. The next afternoon, I reviewed the porch camera footage. From 10:12 to 10:19, it was blurry. The timestamp jumped. Faces too dark to see, motions smeared. But what stood out was her position. In every frame where movement flickered, her face was angled just outside the camera's view, like she knew exactly where it pointed, like she knew how to stay hidden. I went outside. The motion light above the porch was tilted, barely noticeable, but not how my dad left it. Almost like someone had adjusted it to avoid turning on. Then I saw it. Near the base of the porch, caught in the mulch, a small orange zip tie. It looked new, bright, clean, out of place. My dad doesn't use zip ties, especially not orange. I picked it up and held it in my palm. Didn't know why. Just knew it wasn't random. My parents got home that evening. I told them a girl had come to the door, acted weird. I didn't tell them about the photo or the zip tie. They said maybe she was lost. I wanted to believe them. Next morning, I went out to grab the paper, and there it was, another orange zip tie, looped once around the porch railing, clean, tight, deliberate, not dropped, left, like someone came back and marked the house. She knew this place, knew me. It wasn't random. The police didn't follow up, nothing in the system, no matches, no missing persons. 2 weeks later, I found something in the mailbox. No return address, plain envelope. Inside was a photo of my room. I was asleep, blinds halfway down. The angle was perfect, taken from just outside the window. In the reflection, barely visible like a ghost, was her face, smiling. Back at school, a kid in homeroom mentioned something weird. Some girl knocked on our door last week, he said. Said she was lost, didn't look scared, just watching. His little sister opened the door. Said she seemed normal, harmless. She let her in for a minute. She stayed in the foyer for less than 2 minutes. Said she changed her mind and left. Later that night, they realized some jewelry was missing from a drawer near the front. Nothing forced, no mess. And how did she know our parents were gone? He said. That it was just me and my sister home. That's when I realized she wasn't just knocking randomly. She was selecting, testing doors, looking for the easy ones. I wasn't supposed to help her. I was supposed to step outside,